The Wise Little Owl. Once upon a time, in a quiet forest filled with tall trees and colorful flowers, there lived a little owl named Oliver. Unlike the other animals in the forest, Oliver was known for his wisdom. He didn't hoot loudly or fly fast like the others. Instead, he loved to sit quietly in his tree and think deeply about the world around him. One evening, as the sun was setting and the stars began to twinkle, a young rabbit named Rosie hopped up to Oliver's tree. Rosie looked worried and a bit lost. "Hello, Mr. Owl," Rosie called out softly. "I need your help. I can't find my way home. I've been hopping around the forest for hours, and I'm so tired and scared." Oliver turned his head slowly and looked down at Rosie with his big, thoughtful eyes. "Rosie, sometimes the way home can seem hard to find, but there is always a way. You just need to stop and listen to the forest around you." Rosie looked puzzled. "Listen? But I can't hear anything that will help me." Oliver smiled gently. "Close your eyes and listen carefully. The forest speaks in many ways. The rustling of the leaves, the soft sounds of the breeze, and the calls of other animals all carry wisdom." Rosie was skeptical, but she decided to give it a try. She sat down quietly under the tree, closed her eyes, and listened. At first, she didn't hear anything that seemed important, but after a few moments, she started to hear the wind whispering through the branches, the leaves rustling softly, and the distant sound of a stream flowing. She opened her eyes. "I think I hear something. The wind is blowing towards the east, and I can hear the stream from that direction too. Do you think that's the way home?" Oliver nodded slowly. "The wind and the water are your guides. Trust in what you hear and let it lead you." Rosie, now feeling a little more confident, hopped in the direction where the wind was blowing. As she hopped, she listened carefully to the sounds of the forest. Soon, she came upon a familiar tree and recognized the path leading back to her burrow. "I did it! I found my way home!" Rosie exclaimed joyfully. Oliver hooted softly from his tree. "You did indeed, Rosie. You listened to the forest and trusted yourself. That is the greatest wisdom of all." Rosie turned to thank Oliver, but the wise owl had already disappeared into the shadows of the evening. Rosie smiled and hopped happily home, knowing that whenever she felt lost again, she could always listen to the forest for guidance. And from that day on, Rosie was never afraid to venture into the forest, because she knew that if she stopped and listened carefully, the answers were always there.